that does tie right into Baker Mayfield getting cut by Carolina, picked up on waivers by the Rams. And once Rich is done writing his response to this league, very stern, as the former president of the Baker Mayfield fan club, we'll get to hear from him. But Matt, how interesting is this for you, or is it just not at all?
I mean, obviously they've got a hole there for the rest of the season. So Baker Mayfield went from a guy that was riding the pine to at least potentially being a starter again. So, as far as Superflex, he might be a 2 QB league type of guy down the stretch, like in the playoffs, if you're super desperate, like all of a sudden. So I think he's a guy that could be on the move in some leagues that still have open trade deadlines that people aren't writing angry letters to commissioners about right now. So
how likely is it that he's still on the roster for the Rams next year?
Next year?
Yeah.
Oh, very, very small.
I think very, very unlikely.
Yeah. I mean, I think Stafford's going to be back. He's going to be healthy.
Well, that is the one thing that I am like slightly curious about is
he healthy?
Is he?
Do they know something we don't know?
Right. And maybe it's a tinfoil hat type thing and conspiracy theory, but these older quarterbacks, sometimes these injuries just stack up and stack up and stack up, and they're just never themselves. Like, look at Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan just doesn't look like himself anymore.
He doesn't. But Baker Mayfield never looked like Matt Stafford. So
that's fair and true.
All right. But enough of that. But there is some conjecture that I read today that I think makes some sense as well. There's some thought that if Baker Mayfield rides out the rest of this contract and signs somewhere else, there could be a compensatory pick coming back to the Rams, which is another reason they may have
makes sense
claimed him. On top of the fact that they don't have a quarterback for the rest of the season, that's kind of NFL worthy, I guess.
Sure.
So that's where I sit with him, Richard.
Rich,
I'm just in a bad mood now.
God,
I just wrote I loathe trade deadlines in season. Just so dumb.
Just get over it.
Yeah, no, Baker Mayfield to the Rams. I mean, somebody asked me, it's like, dude, he went from one bad situation to another. I know it's easy to say, well, the Rams won the Super Bowl last year. When to the Rams? Well, a team that doesn't have Aaron Donald. Their offensive line is just a mixed bowl of potpourri of poop. They have no running game. Their running backs are Kyron Williams and Cam Akers.
And their wide
receivers are Ben Skowronek and Van Jefferson. They're literally good wide receiver threes.
Mm-hmm.
Their number one weapon is Tyler Higbee. So we expect Baker Mayfield to go from an offense that had Dante Foreman, DJ Moore, Terrace Marshall. And that again, not great.
You said that like I should be impressed.
No. But DJ
I was
Moore
waiting for somebody to
get
get
DJ Moore. Okay. I originally want to say Christian McCaffrey, but he's gone too. But he was there for a minute. He was there for a minute.
He was.
No, I expect Baker to be Mayfield to be running for his life. Throwing interceptions, throwing incomplete passes, and I mean, it sucks when you get on this kind of path because when nobody wants you, like you have very limited opportunity to go prove yourself to make yourself right. Like we knew that he was going to go to the Panthers and light up the Panthers. I mean, well, everybody else knew. And like, I don't expect to go to the Rams to do anything. Like, what is he going to do there that nobody else could do? Like, Matt Stafford's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
The only positive thing there is that he gets McVay as his coach. That's the only positive thing in all of it.
Now, if he does look good there,
look, he's back.
Now.
He's back all of a sudden.
Now.
For somebody who has so many Baker Mayfield shares,
You have a lot.
so many. Like I went to work the other day and somebody's like,
He's back.
they're like, this might have been today. It was either today or yesterday. And they're like, yeah, Baker Mayfield got cut, huh? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, you're the big Baker guy, right? I'm like, yeah. They're like, don't you have a lot of Baker merchandise, like memorabilia? I'm like, yeah. Like, what are you going to do with it all? I'm like,
he sits over your shoulder like a little angel on your shoulder for me throughout the entire podcast. He's just plastered there on the wall.
little mini fat head up there.
yeah.
I'm actually going to bring him down so I can like see him on your shoulder.
right next to me.
When your franchise doesn't have a quarterback for 25 years and then you get one that wins a playoff game, it's easy to fall in love.
I was in love during that playoff game.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. Yeah.
It's like you've never seen somebody of like the opposite sex or whatever, whoever you're attracted to.
Yeah.
And then like the very first time they come over and they kiss you and you're like, I love you. And you're like, I love you too. Like just like that. You don't even know what love is. You're just like, yeah, I love you too. That's me.
Those words make you stay.
Yes. I want you to keep doing this.
Playing Lisa Loeb in the background. Oh, the good old days.
Dynasty Nerds Fantasy Football Podcast.